Hello, ladies. My name is Marge Kahn, and my husband Kurt and I recently, in the last year and a half, moved down to the Hockessin-Landenberg area. We attend Trinity Community Church. Many of you know our daughter Debbie Keever and her husband Ward. So I'm here to present an opportunity to you. You may have heard that you have a special purpose, a special destiny that God has given you, unique to you, for living your life on earth. Maybe you know yours, maybe you don't. But when you find and pursue the purpose God has for you, it will give you tremendous fulfillment in this world. God has promised you not just a life, but an abundant one. And this does not come naturally to us. We have to learn things and we have to be obedient to Him to really find that. So here's an opportunity for in-depth Bible study on a familiar passage that speaks to this need. I will be using the book Secrets of the Vine by Bruce Wilkinson. It was published in 2001 as a basis, but I add a lot more things to it. Its theme is how do you live in this world and be successful living up to your destiny. You may want to buy the book, but you will get extensive notes from me. John 15 is the parable of the vine. Why do I call it Secrets? Well, it's such a familiar passage you've heard for a long time that you breeze through it and you say, oh, I know this stuff. It's surface reading. We become too familiar with it. The Bible is created with so much understatement. There's so much more in it. Sometimes we're aware of the pitfalls along the way. And the analogy that is used here of the vine, you may not be familiar in your experience and your knowledge with the depth of meaning there. So we're going to have a 9-week study to unpack the meanings, the perspectives, the insights of 8 verses. Really? 9 weeks for 8 verses. To do this, we're going to really examine the context. That's always important in terms of understanding Scripture. Especially important is to examine the meanings of the words that are used from the original language. Deep, deep insights here. You're going to learn something about growing grapes and taking care of them so that you truly understand the processes God uses to produce more fruit in us. He is always at work, and there is always more for us to learn. In addition to the study, there'll be discussion and a lot of application. I'm very big on bottom line things. This passage will come alive to you. You'll never read it quite the same way again. So starting in March, we'll have 9 sessions. There will be more information on this coming on the events tab on Facebook. We will be using a Zoom platform because even though I'd love to be in a room with everybody, COVID is still a reality. One important thing you want to consider signing up for, this is a series. It's a continuation and it builds. So jump in at the beginning. Don't miss a bit because one thing goes on into the next lesson and the next lesson. So if you're interested, you'll get in contact with me. My information will be on the card or on the events tab. I'm looking forward to some rich digging into the Word with you.